Hi, welcome to Daily Inspiration with Jabin Williams. It's my pleasure being with you today, and I pray that the Lord will give you the mind and the heart to listen, and as you listen to this special message, it will bring the needed transformation to your life. By the grace of God, I'm starting a new series to the title Living a Life of Distinction. Living a life of distinction. A life of distinction is gradually becoming a lost art in our world today. This particular lifestyle of a commitment to being the best, not show up by mere wish, but an actual pursuit. Genuine distinction comes only to those who have worked hard to achieve it. Distinction is a science in the sense that it can be imitated and systematically reproduced. It is also an art because it takes a lot of grace and patience to produce and perfect it. It will be mastered by all those who choose to pursue it with all their hearts. In this series, I'm going to be considering the 7 ways or the 7 pillars to live a life of distinction. 7 ways or 7 pillars to live a life of distinction. The 7 pillars are actually the core value by which we may live our lives in order to be successful in every spheres of life. Core value identify who we are. They are the unspoken internal rules that only guide our lives and lead us in the right path towards distinguishing our lives and living in distinction. Core values are your defense system against external corruption of your person. It is your stabilizing force to keep you standing during period and season of conflict. Your core values are your internal signals to remind you of the right and the wrong choices of life. These core values are the 7 great pillars upon which your life must rest in order for it to be said to be a life of distinction. Of course, there may be others. However, these 7 probably summarize what can actually lead you in the path of distinction. So today, friends, I'll be capturing what I call the 7 ways to live a life of distinction, or 7 pillars to live a life of distinction. Number 1 is integrity. The first pillar to live a life of integrity, to live a life of distinction rather, is integrity. Integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Integrity also means uprightness. Integrity means honor. Integrity means good character. It means principle. It means morals, righteousness. It means virtue. It means decency. Integrity is nobility. Integrity means to be fair, fairness. It means sincerity. Integrity also means truthfulness. It means trustworthiness. Friends, integrity has to do with what is integral to you. It has to be a part of you. They are inner quality from the inside that determines what happens outside of you. The truth about life is that kings and kingdoms fail when integrity fails. Leaders are fallen because integrity has diminished. Great nation has been destabilized because the leader does not have integrity. One of the key ways to achieve success in life or to live a life of distinction, have integrity. In our society today, a lot of people does not even want to live a life of integrity anymore because they felt they could cut corners and do any sort of things just to achieve success by all means. Every failure in life, either maritally, spiritually, governmental, etc., have often been because of the failure of integrity. See, when there is no integrity in the life of man, such individual cannot live a life of distinction. When relationship collapse, check very well, it's as a result of lack of integrity. When organization refuse to move forward, take time to find out, you realize that there is a kind of infidelity, lack of trust, lack of integrity, lack of good character, and that is why the organization is not growing. So for you to actually live a life of distinction, integrity is a must, is important, is an integral part of you. It is part of you. So what you do on the outside is as a result of what you have inside of you. That's why I say integrity has to do with what is integral to you. It's a subset of a whole. What the character you exhibit on the outside today is as a result of what you have inside of you. The first law of success is first within, then without. If you are sincere on the inside, on the outside you'll be sincere. A lot of people are not sincere on the outside because they are not sincere on the inside, and that is why we have so many broken relationships. That is why we have so many organizations that have been broken down. That is why we can see today in this generation that kings and kingdom is being tear apart because they lack integrity. Integrity means to be fair, to be sincere. It means to do things right. But in our society today, nobody tends to talk about integrity. Integrity has become something that is scarce in our society, and that is why today living a life of distinction is quite expensive or quite difficult for one to live. But if you actually want to be distinctive among the crowd, among your peers, it's a must for you to live a life of integrity. It's the standard of God. Number 2 pillars to live a life of distinction is excellence. Is to live a life of excellence. The simplest meaning of excellence is to excel others in everything you do and what others also do. Not others alone, including yourself. In other words, integrity means, excellence rather means beating your own record. You have a set record yesterday. You have done something perfectly yesterday. It was so great. A lot of people clap for you for what you've done, but you must beat the rest today. The enemy of excellence is the last excellence. So you don't have to look at what you have achieved yesterday. You need to do something better than what you did yesterday. Excellence is to aim to achieve the highest level, to do the best at all time, and to be the best. If you want to beat the rest, you must beat the best. Excellence is not the attainment of perfection, no, but the pursuit to achieve the best that can ever be achieved at a particular time in a chosen field. So friends, you must have the capacity to develop excellence per time. You must have the capacity to develop excellence every time. If you want to live a life of distinction, I captioned to this message the 7 pillars to live a life of distinction. First one is integrity. The second one is excellence. It is good to live a life of excellence, that is beating your own record. The set record you set yesterday, you can do something better than that. Friends, what you have done yesterday or what you're doing today, you can actually do better than what you have done yesterday by trying to do more. Keep doing it. Keep adding more energy and strength to it. You realize that your best is yet to come. Until I come your way again tomorrow, I will continue from where I stop on what I'm still talking about the 7 pillars to live a life of distinction. I remain your friend, Jabin Williams from Genesis Global. Thank you for listening and God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.